Hi, let me back up a second. There we go. So right now what I want to talk about quickly is posture. So what we have here is our body. And if we separate that into a couple different sections for the sake of posture, we can really break down the strongest way to keep our spine secure, straight, and to keep a conscious movement as we walk or stand whenever we're in an upright position. So if we think about our head up here and we think about a plane at the top of our head and maybe at the bottom of our head, and then there's our neck here, and then we've got our upper body here down to our rib cage, and we've got our hips down here, and we've got our feet down at the bottom here. And you'll see that I'll back up a little bit. There we go. So with our posture in mind, keeping those sections, what we want to focus on first is bringing our rib cage up away from our hips. Move in a little bit closer. So we don't need to focus so much on sucking in our gut or tilting our back in order to separate that. What we want to do is just lift up. So if we imagine a string pulling us straight up our rib cage, bring that up. It's not sucking in, it's not leaning back, it's just straightening up. And we want to imagine our spine straightening up like an accordion, coming out. Those little, almost hear the accordion tube crinking as it comes up. So then for once we have our rib cage extended up, we want to take our head and we want to extend that top plane that we talked about from this part here. So we're just extending our neck straight up. And so that's going to give us a stronger back, more stable spine, and then we can walk around with that. And the last part of that is taking your hips from your feet and really imagining your legs coming out of that. So you're pulling, as you're pulling your head up, you're pulling your upper body up, you're pulling your pelvis straight up, and then it's separating away from your feet, from the ground itself. So as we stand here, we've got a full, strong posture. We can move around, do whatever we want. We're not stuck with that. Even as I bend over, if I keep those things in mind, I'm still able to move and have in a solid form. As you move, you're gonna, as I bend forward, keeping that in mind, I'm activating my core, but I've got a good amount of balance before I can hold myself still and move around. But that's something to keep in mind as you stand, as you walk. Just keep that posture in play, and you'll find yourself with a lot stronger back in general, more awareness of what you're doing, and you're going to relieve some tension in your lower back for sure as you move throughout your day. So keep on moving, and thank you for watching. Hello. What we're going to talk about in this video is our stepping. What we want to do when we walk is to step forward and use all of our foot to absorb the impact, and then use our toes to grip and pull forward as we pull forward in our step. So from far away, as I walk, you can see my foot placement It's coming down on the toes. And then I settle into each step. We'll come in for a closer look. And you can see, as I place my foot, I'm stepping down into it and pulling through, as opposed to going heel toe. What the difference is, if I go heel toe, my balance isn't formed all the way through my step. I have the opportunity to, in this step down, slip out, and I'm not quite as stable. There's a lot of weight just kind of going on the back of my foot. But if I come through and step my heel down first, I'm very stable as I go. I don't have to worry about slipping on that. The other thing to consider when we go toe heel is that by gripping as I step down, I'm pulling myself forward, giving myself a little bit more power and using more of my leg muscle to motorize my locomotion than I do with the heel toe.